Hey, Jake Walsh with Veteran Metal. I wanted to just quickly go over some thoughts that I had in my head. I wanted to give some background on some of the things that I've done for my physical and mental health over the last 10 years. So I'll start with the furthest back, which was after active duty. I started with just simple trips to the VA, medication, and talk therapy. It was called prolonged exposure therapy. At the time, I was going through transition, obviously, from active duty, but I was also moving from Washington State to Ohio State and transitioning from active to the reserves, and I was going through a breakup. So there was some couples therapy in addition to isolated therapy, just me and the therapist. And then none of that worked for me as well as I wanted it to, so I went with I went to the vet center. So I separated. I got a recommendation to go from the VA to the vet center in Cleveland. And I started doing therapy at the vet center with a therapist who was specializing in prolonged exposure therapy. Had done a lot of work with veterans from Vietnam to current, and that therapist was great. I had made some progress, but it was brutally painful to have to relive some stuff that I was trying to suppress and ignore, but it was a starting point. So because of that, it allowed me to be open to other forms of therapy down the road. So I guess what I'm saying is be willing to find a starting point, and it might not be for you. You're the only one that's going to know that. The method might be for you, but the therapist might not. Be willing to speak up for yourself, be your own advocate. Find another provider or therapist, or find another method of therapy. But be willing to experiment on yourself in the name of progress, not in the name of let's try this because it sounds edgy or dangerous or anything like that. Use your head, use your gut, explore new territories using those two tools. Continue to develop the situation as you gather new information and experience, and then continue to make better decisions as you go. All right, that's it.